Thanks for watching County Report this week. I'm Susan Kennedy. As work moves ahead on the county executive's proposed operating budget, council members are looking at a proposal that would raise ride-on bus fares and parking rates in Bethesda and Silver Spring. Mr. Leggett's proposal would increase monthly ride-on bus fees from $30 to $45 and raise parking rates by 10 cents an hour. The increase in fees would raise about $2.5 million annually.
Basically, I think our council, for the most part, is comfortable with the county executive's proposals, and some of those bus fare increases, of course, parallel those that WMATA has put into effect, and so we typically do follow a pace with respect to those. So I think on the whole, we're comfortable. We've got some issues that we've got to work out on parking, as usual. Saturday parking was proposed, and I don't think that that's going to be something that our council is going to go for.
As National Volunteer Month wrapped up, County Executive Ike Leggett launched the first Montgomery Serves Awards ceremony. It was a night to celebrate the individuals and businesses that made a difference in 2011. Lorna Virgili has the story. Lorna?
Susan, 7 individuals and 2 corporations took center stage at Imagination Stage in Bethesda to be honored for their contributions to the county. In tough budgetary times, the work of volunteers becomes much more valuable, and the county's Volunteer Center took the time to honor those who have engaged in extraordinary community service.
Let's let the people know how much we appreciate what they've done, and let others know how much we appreciate their work. If you want to serve, you can do so. If you want to volunteer, you can so. If you want to give, you can do so. It is important that we recognize people who've done that, and this is what this night is about.
The Youth Award went to this senior at Sherwood High School who tallied over 800 hours of volunteer work last year.
Thank you to everyone who has supported my volunteering journey and will continue to support my volunteering journey. I truly, truly appreciate every single one of you. Thank you.
The individual award went to Frank Girardi, a retired IBM employee who volunteers with the Woodworkers for Children charity. In 2011, they made 1,300 handcrafted toys for at-risk children.
The nicest parts of doing volunteer work is the people that you work with. I'd like to thank the 6 TaxAid volunteers who sent in my nomination, as well as the 24 readers who do reading at 21 first grade classes, and the 6 woodworkers who joined me in my garage to make the toys. Also, I'd like to thank Montgomery County and the Volunteer Center for setting up this recognition event.
On the national average, 1 hour of volunteer work is worth about $26. Also recognized was Meals on Wheels of Wheaton and Southern Management Corporation.
Volunteers, you are the backbone of the nonprofit world, and the nonprofit world is certainly a partner with us in state and local government as we address the needs of so many of our neighbors. So what you do to lend a helping hand to a student in mentoring, or providing a meal, or visiting with a senior, or the myriad other activities that you participate in makes a real difference in the lives of your neighbors and our neighbors.
Lifetime of Service awards were granted. One of the recipients was former Congresswoman Connie Morella. To volunteer, contact the county's Volunteer Center at 240-777-2600 or visit montgomeryserves.org. For County Report this week, I'm Lorna Virgili.
Federal officials are now investigating a rash of unexplained fires that have destroyed 6 county ride-on buses. The buses are part of a fleet of 50 diesel vehicles purchased by the county. The most recent fire occurred in March. County officials say they are looking to replace the buses within the next 6 months.
Now, we're assured that the few buses that are left on the road are inspected very regularly. They're paying very close attention to the systems within them that have given rise to these fires. The problem is it hasn't just been one component. It's been these variety of components. Now, I'm no bus person. I'm hardly a machine person, but I would say for those of us on the outside, we continue to want to make sure that our staff is giving their utmost attention to making sure that those buses are safe every day that they're on the road.
2 years ago, when the county was facing a $1 billion budget shortfall, County Executive Leggett proposed an energy tax rate hike. Council members approved that hike, but did so with a sunset provision. That tax hike is set to expire June 30th, but the county executive has included an indefinite extension of the provision in this year's budget. Council President Roger Berliner brought us up to speed on this controversial issue.
Well, it's $114 million that the county executive has included in his budget calculation. I think it's going to be very difficult for our council to come up with $114 million in cuts to offset that revenue. But it is also true that we had said to the community that we hope to be able to sunset this. We did say we would sunset it. We did it at a time when, of course, we thought the economy was going to be very different. And so my colleagues and I are struggling with what can we do? Part of the problem is $114 million in one gulp is too big a gulp. So we're going to explore, are there smaller bites we could take out of this? And I don't know what the answer will be, but it is something we're looking at very seriously.
Hundreds of county homeowners flooded the 12th annual housing fair organized by the Department of Housing. Participants were able to obtain free foreclosure prevention counseling, free credit reports, refinancing, and rental information. In addition, homeowners who have been foreclosed upon were able to find out if they meet the criteria for financial assistance.
We are successful when we actually reduce the number of people who need help. That's a day ahead. But until that time, we are going to do as much as we can conceivably do to help as many people to find decent and affordable housing and to be safe and secure in their house right here in Gaithersburg, throughout all of Montgomery County, and throughout all of this region.
For those county residents who are facing foreclosures or seeking a loan modification, please note that the county offers these services free of charge by calling 888-794-8830. This year, 2,000 Montgomery County children were put on a waiting list for the state child care subsidy program. It's a program that has been cut, and officials say it's time to recommit to early childhood education. A freeze in subsidy programs for child care in Montgomery County has Councilmember Valerie Irvin concerned.
In Montgomery County, we are faced with a dilemma. We have a very wealthy county, but at the same time, we have a growing number of families living in poverty.
The total number of children in the state served by subsidy programs declined by more than 5,000 in just 1 year. And here in Montgomery County, those numbers have been on the decline for more than 3 years, and that's affecting how ready our county kids are for school.
We are very concerned, especially in the child care provider community. The providers who provide the services in their homes are the hardest hit. There are people who are providing child care services for free because they cannot turn these children away.
But the cut in the subsidy program doesn't just affect the kids. Centro NIA, an early childhood education center in Tacoma Park, provides full-day programs from birth to 5 years. Programs that are critical to the foundations for school readiness. Without the child care subsidy, they may be forced to shut their doors.
More so in a context of an economy and the funding where you cannot get money or resources for tuition assistance or to cover those funds, at least temporarily. It's very tough. We have been not given access to over 300 children for a full-day program in our site at Maryland.
Very much impacted by this waiting list. We have waiting lists in the state of 2,200 families, and in Montgomery County, I think it's about half that. And this is a serious problem. It's a problem for working families, it's a problem for the child care provider community, and it's a problem for the school system because we are raising children who have had no access to quality pre-K services going into our public school system.
We recognize that this piece of the puzzle is so critical.
Councilmember Irvin says she wants the county to allocate $1 million towards the program. She says it's time to re-engage policymakers to the county's commitment to investing in early childhood education.
And we have to begin to raise the consciousness level of all the citizens in Montgomery County about the importance of quality early care. And it affects us everywhere. And we can fix this problem. And it starts with $1 million in this budget, and we will do all that we can to expand this program.
Still to come on County Report this week, we'll talk to some Montgomery County residents about how they feel about the newest ambulance fee proposal and a special outreach program for parents and students.
I'm Rockville 11's Bridget Breuer. Coming up next, we'll take you down on the farm where we get an inside look on the local flower industry. That's coming up next when County Report This Week continues.
Welcome back to County Report This Week. The Montgomery County Council will hold a public hearing on May 8th to discuss an expedited bill to implement an emergency medical transport fee. MCM's Sonia Burke reports.
Less than 2 years ago, Montgomery County voters rejected a proposed ambulance fee by a margin of 54 to 46%. So we wondered, what's different now? And how do local residents feel about it?
The economic climate has changed. In the past legislative session with the Maryland General Assembly, we have impending costs on Montgomery County that we didn't have 2 years ago.
Specifically, Graham is referring to the expected expense of shifting part of the teacher pension costs to the county level and the maintenance of effort school funding legislation. And while Montgomery County's emergency crews respond to nearly 120,000 calls for service a year, the county remains one of the few governments in this region that does not already collect the ambulance fee.
The money that we're leaving on the table from insurance companies is nearly $16 million a year. That funds new apparatus, which we have not funded since 2005. It funds new facilities, which we're building firehouses to meet the growth and the demand of Montgomery County. We're repairing existing volunteer fire stations as well as county-owned fire stations. So there are many needs in the county coming up that with this storm approaching are not going to be met.
Even though the fee was voted down less than 2 years ago, residents we talked to said they understand the need to bring it up again.
This is a democratic country, and I guess they can go back and forth if they have enough people backing it.
The county is in kind of dire straits as far as the financial aspects of it go, and I think for the most part people's insurance companies will pay this ambulance fee, so I don't think it's hurting the individual so much.
I think it's okay, you know, if you have insurance for the insurance to pay for it, that helps provide ambulance services for people who don't have insurance, and you know, no one should have to go into debt.
Graham said he thinks the bill will be approved.
We're working very hard with the council members to make sure that the legislation is palatable to them, because again, they have to explain to the voters what is different. And I think that we'll be successful in enacting the bill.
If it is enacted, Graham said residents will never see a bill, even if they are uninsured.
If you are a resident of Montgomery County, you will never have a bill. You will never have responsibility in this act.
The Montgomery County Council is scheduled to hold a public hearing on this issue on May 8th. In Rockville, I'm Sonia Burke reporting.
Montgomery County Police have launched a new website, its newest tool in getting important information out to residents. Captain Paul Starks is here to tell us more about it. Captain, I've seen your new website. It's very nice looking and user-friendly as well.
Thank you for those comments. We've tried to make it attractive and useful as well. We call it My MCP News because we want people in the community to call it that as well. We want them to contribute to it and also let us know how it can be more useful for them.
What kind of information can we get from the website when we go there?
Right now, anyone can go on there, learn about crime trends in their neighborhoods, hear a message from their district commander, find out what community events are also happening in the police district where they live. But they can file a report, get a copy of a report, find out where we're recruiting, and even apply for a job with the police department.
I know you guys are also putting out a lot of information through social media as well. Is that right?
That's right, we're using not only this website now, but we have been using Facebook and also Twitter.
Okay, that's great. So we have lots of options to find out what's going on inside Montgomery County Police. Thank you very much, Captain Paul Starks. Montgomery County Public Schools continues to reach out to the county's growing Hispanic community with a parent outreach and homework club. In our next story, we will see how parent and staff volunteers from Rachel Carson Elementary School donate their time and expertise every Tuesday evening as they travel to an apartment complex in Gaithersburg to tutor students and show parents how they can get their students help with their homework.
Students at Rachel Carson Elementary School are getting their homework done, thanks in part to the school's Parent Outreach and Homework Club. For the past 3 years, a team of teachers, staff, and parents from the school volunteer their time and energy as they reach out to one of the school's Hispanic communities. On most Tuesdays, the team travels to the community center at the Governor Square apartment complex in Gaithersburg to work with parents and students, meeting with them right in their own backyard.
The kids come, they're excited to come. They ask me every Tuesday at school, "Are you going to be at the office tonight?" They call this place the office. Parents come and have the opportunity to ask questions and have information translated for them. It also gives parents an opportunity to learn how to help their own kids with their homework. They're learning how to do homework with their kids, and some of them may not have those skills because they haven't had them in their own upbringing. The teachers that come here help them learn how to do that. Even though they may not speak the language, they learn how to help their kids.
Es un buen programa para los niños. It's a good program for the children, and it also is a good way for parents who don't speak English so well to help their students receive a better education.
With more than 35 students and 15 parents attending the sessions every week, the success of the program is due to the offering of translation services, the caring attitude of the volunteers, and the convenient location.
This homework club is so great because it's like in our neighborhood here where we don't have to drive to school or go on the bus and stay after school.
The Parent Outreach and Homework Club is just one way that Rachel Carson Elementary is building relationships and empowering parents. An added benefit of the program is the chance to work with the current students' preschool-age siblings.
There's a lot of love and respect shared among teachers, parents, and students here. So it's a great learning environment for kids.
That's wonderful.
Farmers Market season is right around the corner for the city of Rockville. That means every Saturday, starting May 12th, you can find fresh fruits, vegetables, meat, and flowers at the county jury lot. Our Rockville 11's Bridget Breuer got a tour of a local farm in this Farmers Market preview story. Bridget?
That's right, I'm here at a greenhouse at Farmhouse Flowers. They're a local company that's been participating in the Rockville Farmers Market for the past 15 years, and we wanted to find out what keeps their business growing.
I have a saying, boxes are for shoes, not for flowers.
Dave Dowling of Brookville, Maryland has a passion for perennials.
Our flowers have never been in boxes. They're always in a bucket of water from the minute they're picked till you get them at the market.
That's the theme of Rockville's Farmers Market, bringing local flowers, plants, and produce direct from local farms to market.
So I started out really small the first year, a garden that was not any bigger than this greenhouse, just selling cut flowers at the Rockville Market on Wednesdays. And then the next year I got into Rockville on Saturday, and it just got out of hand, and now I've got too many greenhouses.
You can find Dave's Farmhouse Flowers and Plants at the Rockville Farmers Market every Saturday morning during Rockville's Farmers Market season. He grows and sells everything from snapdragons and petunias to their popular lilies.
This isn't the house that we use just for growing our lilies. We replant the 500 lilies every week.
Special Operations Supervisor Mike Coppersmith says it's farmers like Dave Dowling that make the city's farmers market special.
Well, Farmhouse Flowers has been a long-time participant in the Rockville Farmers Market. It's fairly close to Rockville, and it really shows the value of buying local and buying fresh products.
So next time you buy flowers from Dave of Farmhouse Flowers and Plants, you'll know where it came from. To learn more about the Rockville Farmers Market, go online to the city's website at rockvillemd.gov/events/farmers.
Up next on County Report, Montgomery College goes green in honor of Earth Week. And the Fenton Street Market makes its spring debut. Keep it here on County Report this week.
America is turning over a new leaf. The SmartWay leaf from the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency. The SmartWay Leaf will help you identify environmentally friendlier cars and trucks that can save you money. These vehicles are certified to be more fuel efficient and produce fewer greenhouse gases. And look for renewable fuels to improve our energy independence. Follow the Leaf to epa.gov/smartway.
There's a reason why area law enforcement are out enforcing pedestrian and traffic safety laws and preventing killer pedestrian crashes. Be alert. Be street smart.
Welcome back. County Executive Leggett will participate in the opening of the Fenton Street Market at Veterans Plaza in downtown Silver Spring. The weekly market features 60 vendors from around the world, and each offers different artwork, handmade and imported crafts, and other items. Last year, the small businesses at the market had over $1.4 million in sales, and 75,000 residents visited the venue.
We are saying to the community, come enjoy this and be a part of it. That's the success we want. We want people to be successful. It'll be successful because it reflects the community. Look around at all of these booths and the number of people who are here and the variety of items that are provided from literally all over the world and craft people from all over the region. That's the success that we're looking for. And I think that we have an ingredient, we have the leadership here, we have the commitment, we have the organization in place, we have the government behind it, and with your support and getting out and properly marketing this, we are well on our way.
In our next story, Montgomery College goes green for a week-long celebration of Earth Day.
This festival falls within a series of programs that are happening all week long as MC Rockville celebrates Earth Week. So we've had activities on Monday, Tuesday, today, and tomorrow. Some of the things that we're doing are green-oriented service projects. We had a sustainable cooking class offered as well. And then, of course, the big Earth Day festival that brings together not just students, but also community agencies and green businesses to help educate our community about the importance of being green.
The Green Club obviously devoted to sustainability issues, and many of our members are behind the event today, putting up various tables and getting various activities going. And we've had activities going throughout the week, and they've been supporting these activities.
We really believe at MC that one of the primary goals of higher education is to prepare students to become responsible citizens. And so there's nothing really more responsible than being stewards of our resources and our planet. This event is designed to educate the community about that responsibility and, as importantly, provide opportunities for students to have a whole lot of fun.
I'm really happy to see the students involved, and I think it supports. This is the first time we've had an Earth Week rather than an Earth Day, and I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that the students are out front leading us.
In this week's transportation update, Tom Pogue has information about ride-on real-time applications for smartphones, texting, and online so that people can find out when the next bus will be coming to their bus stop.
Hi, I'm Tom Pogue, Community Relations Manager for the Department of Transportation. Here's an update for Montgomery County. County Executive Leggett has announced the launch of Ride-On Real-Time. This new system allows passengers to obtain real-time information on bus arrivals using the internet, texting, or applications for the Android or iPhones. The new tool will help passengers determine when the next arriving bus will be at their stop. Last year, Ride-On added unique ID numbers to the signs at each of the county's 4,800 bus stops. The ID is used by the system to pinpoint a passenger's location and give arriving bus times at that stop. Ride-On Real-Time can be assessed in several ways: through the internet using a computer or web-enabled device such as a smartphone, through the Ride-On Real-Time app, or by texting the bus stop ID number to bus@rideonrealtime.com. Passengers will quickly receive a text message indicating when the next bus is coming. Tutorials on using Ride-On Real-Time are available on the county's YouTube site. Go to rideonbus.com for more information. We're working to keep you moving.
When we come back, we'll find out which Montgomery College baseball team is the winner of the Battle of I-270. And Kathy Stanhope will be here with our Pet of the Week when County Report This Week continues.
MC architecture student Pauline Sippen has won one of 2 scholarships awarded by the Construction Owners Association of America. Sippen, the first community college student to win the award, was honored for her academic excellence and will graduate from MC May 18th. Registration for summer and fall semester at MC is underway, and there's still time to sign up for the class you want when you want it. Check out the schedule and register online anytime, 24 hours a day. Order your tickets now to celebrate 35 years of great summer dinner theater at Montgomery College. This summer's shows are Fiddler on the Roof and Hairspray, and you can order your tickets online 24 hours a day. For more information about the endless possibilities at your community college, visit our website at montgomerycollege.edu.
Welcome back to County Report This Week. Some history took place on the baseball diamond at Montgomery College Germantown last week, and Montgomery College TV's Michael Brown was there to witness it.
April 26th was a historic day in the history of Montgomery College athletics. When the Germantown baseball team took the field against MC Rockville, it marked the final time that teams from different MC campuses would play each other. MC teams from the Rockville, Germantown, and Tacoma Park Silver Spring campuses have been competing against each other for decades, and it's produced some great rivalries like this one in baseball. But because of mandated NJCAA compliance changes, and also the desire of MC to unify the college around one common mascot and set of colors, the April 26th game closed the book on MC intercampus rivalries. From now on, it's one team in each sport for MC. And the last intercampus game between the longtime rivals was packed with action. Rockville jumped out to an early 2-0 lead in the first on a long home run by Nick Karras, but Germantown rebounded. Starting pitcher Brody Heflin settled into a groove after surrendering the early homer and held Rockville in check the rest of the way. And the Germantown offense immediately started to chip away at the early Rockville lead. The floodgates opened in the third and fourth as the Griffins bunched timely hits and aggressive base running. Colin Cox, Patrick Carter, Travis Smith, and Carlos Santana led the Germantown offensive barrage as the Griffins rolled to a 14-5 win. That final score brought down the curtain on the long history of intercampus rivalries at MC. But with the close of one era, a new one is born, and MC officials are excited by the prospects. They feel the college's teams will be stronger than ever because the talent will not be diluted. From now on, if you want to play baseball at MC, there's just one unified team to play for. And the same goes for every other sport the school offers.
Now it's time for our Pet of the Week segment with Kathy Stanhope.
Hi, this is Kathy Stanhope with your Pet of the Week at the Montgomery County Humane Society. And we are here with somebody very special. This is Jaguar, and there's a very good reason for his name, because this is one big pussy cat. This cat is 27 pounds. He is a handful, and he is as sweet as he is big. He's very nice. He's just about 4 years old. He's a domestic short hair, and he has big, beautiful green eyes. He's a very sweet, very affectionate kitty, but he is a lapful. He is very, very big, but very nice. This is the kitten season now, and we are always in need of foster homes for our many litters of kittens. If you're interested in fostering, please go to our website at mchumane.org, and you can find out more information about it. But if you're interested in adopting, this is the cat for you. His name is Jaguar. He's 4, and he would love to go home with you. So give us a call at 240-773-5967 or visit us on the web at mchumane.org.
Well, that wraps up this edition of County Report This Week. Be sure to tune in again next week for a look at what's going on inside Montgomery County. And if you're social networking, you can like us on Facebook. I'm Susan Kennedy. Have a great week.